In this video, I'll share with you exactly how to get stronger fast. To get stronger fast, the best and fastest way is to do a strength month. Personally, during a strength month, I managed to completely explode my bench, going from 1 plate 35 to 2 plate 10 PR. During this month, not only will you grow way stronger, you might also break through plateaus, allowing you to grow even bigger in the long run. But there are key things to know if you really want this strength month to work. First, make sure that the maximum amount of reps you do is 8, but try, if possible, to aim for 3 to 5 reps. Now, yes, this means that on your bicep curls, you can only do a maximum of 8 reps. If you really want this to work, you need to follow this simple rule. Don't do more than 8 reps. Now, this is gonna feel weird at first. When I first started, I had this idea in mind and I was like, how am I gonna do leg extension with only 8 reps? It is possible, I tried it. Yes, it's gonna feel weird, but trust me, it will help you so much on your journey to getting stronger in a month. Also, staying in low reps will give you more energy throughout your workout. Now, I really felt that one. I started my workout feeling great, and I ended my workout still feeling somewhat good. Usually when I train for hypertrophy, I start like I feel amazing, I get a huge pump, but at the end of my workout, I'm usually fully gassed out. Well, with strength training, since you're only doing less than 8 reps, you're not gonna feel dead after your workout, and it might allow you to do more workouts during your week, or even upgrade the amount of sets you do, so upgrade your volume. The second thing you need to know is to test your 1 rep max often. Now, this does not mean test your 1 rep max every single week, but when you know in your mind, oh, I might be actually able to do more, try it. So maybe once a week, you test your 1 rep max on the bench. Now, if you're doing it properly and you're still so much in your newbie games, like I was, you're gonna see that your PR, your bench PR is gonna increase every single week, like it did for me. This will give you a sense of where you are at and if you're actually making progress on your compound lifts. The third thing you need to know is don't go too much to failure. Now, personally, I like going to failure on almost every single one of my sets when doing hypertrophy, but when doing strength, if your goal is strength, you should not go to failure often, because training for strength, let's say you do 2 heavy reps, well, if you try to go for the third one and you know you can't do it, well, it's just gonna be pointless. The only times you really wanna go for failure is on your 1 rep max or on the accessory exercises. So let's say bicep curls, that doesn't really matter. But for your bench, squats and rows, I wouldn't go to failure often except on your 1 rep max. The fourth thing you need to know, and it might avoid you a severe injury, is to warm up properly. Now, what I mean by warming up properly is a minimum of 5 minutes of warm up. And not only will you need to do that 5 minutes of warm up, you will also need to work your way up to the heavy weight you're gonna do. Give you an example, let's say today you're hitting bench. It's chest day, right? What you're gonna wanna do is maybe take a band, stretch a little bit, get your rear delt a little bit pumping, get your arms pumping, maybe do a little sets of push-ups, get your shoulders ready, and once you feel like you can start benching, start with the bar, then maybe go to a plate, and then slowly work your way up to your PR or to the weight you want to do that session. Because personally, my biggest limiting factor to my strength month has always been a somewhat injury. Now, it wasn't big injuries, I just had to stop strength training, but if you can avoid those by warming up properly, you are not only gonna hit heavier weight on your session, you will also remain healthy and be able to train for longer. The fifth thing you need to know is to rest for a minimum of 5 minutes. In strength training, it's important that you rest for 5 minutes because, and you're gonna see it, if you try to rest for only 2 minutes, let's say you're doing a bench press set, and you try to go heavy, well, if you only rest for 2 minutes, your next set, you're gonna be so much weaker because, I mean, your body is not ready for it again. So if you rest for 5 minutes, you're gonna increase the amount of weight you can use, and you will also increase your gains. So if you have the time, try to rest for a minimum of 5 minutes in between sets. And lastly, the last thing you need to know is to stay consistent. If you can stay consistent with the 5 rules I just mentioned, you will make amazing progress on your strength. But if you somewhat break some of these rules, it might make the whole strength month useless. So stay in low reps, test your 1 rep max often, don't get too much to failure, have a good warm up, and rest for a minimum of 5 minutes. If you follow all these 5, you will certainly explode your strength. I hope this video helped you. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we basically hop on calls and do fun shit together, that's gonna be the first link in the description. And if you'd be interested in watching me and my little bros just next door work out together, we got this channel called Anabolic Monkeys, where we basically post most of our workouts on there. So if you're interested in that, second link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah!